Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to Talk to Susan. Today we have Randy Powell. He is doing amazing things in the community and making a difference as a keynote speaker and a coach. Let's meet Randy Powell. Hello, Randy.
Hey, how you doing, Susan?
I'm having a great time. What about you?
Awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
Yay! So excited for you. You have an upcoming masterclass. I'd like to see what we can do to help you promote that.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Get the word out.
Yeah. It's a local event, It'll
Yeah.
be the first local live masterclass that we've done starting in
Uh-huh.
2023. So it'll be fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it starts this Friday?
It does.
Um,
Starts January 20th. It's a
mm-hmm.
three-part masterclass series, and it's
Oh.
all about how to get unstuck. And so that has to do with, I guess that's a big piece there. But
Yes.
if you think about 2022, the year is gone, and
Yep.
obviously there are things that you and I probably didn't get done in 2022, and we
Okay.
also have a lot we want to get done in 2023. So this is all about getting unstuck.
Yep.
Whatever you didn't get done, get going in 2023, and then we'll pile some more on the plate.
I know, right? So all of you are unstuck masters.
Unstuck masters, absolutely. And it focuses on, we're really focusing on entrepreneur speakers, coaches, and consultants. And
Mm-hmm.
then I always add in there, and anyone who wants to move to the next level.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
important.
absolutely.
So that's in a few days. Do you still have any more seats left for people
We
to
do.
register?
We do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Again, most I shouldn't say most master classes, but a lot of them are really smaller in nature.
Uh-huh.
Rather than being 100, 200 person event, you
Yep.
can find a master class anywhere from 10 to 50, and you can really
Oh.
do a lot with a hands-on with a small group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is to have hands-on guidance in the master class as we're getting things done.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I mean, six. Well, I guess 6 people to 50 is good, right? Like I'm looking
absolutely.
at the number of coaches to the number of people.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I have
Neat.
some wonderful guest speakers coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be sharing their story. And we're going to be able to ask different questions about business and
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurship and how they've overcome some of the hurdles in life and challenges. So
Yep.
it's going to be a hands-on, exciting, engaging, and interactive session. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll go all day long, and it'll go really fast. Start at 9 a.m. and
Wow.
we'll wrap it up at 5.
Oh, we talked about this last time. On my other,
Yes, we
my other
did.
show.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yes, at your place,
Yes.
at Randy's place.
Yeah,
Not really
absolutely.
his house, but the venue,
The
Randy's
venue,
venue.
the venue. Yeah.
Nice. So there
So
are six of you. All six of you doing like the whole day, all 3 days.
no, I've got these wonderful special guests. They're
Uh huh.
so awesome to share their time with us. They're coming in at specific times of the day. So
Okay.
Katie Temple is an Emmy Award-winning sports broadcaster out of San
Mm,
Diego, and she does media coaching because she's an
nice.
expert in front of the camera, right?
Uh huh.
So she's been in business for several years, and
Hmm.
she coaches executives on how
Hmm.
to look through the camera and really come through like a champion, like an expert.
Uh huh.
And so she's going to be coming in the morning, and then
Hmm.
Tamara is coming in later in the afternoon, and she owns San Diego Office Design, and she's an
Wow.
award-winning CFO, CEO, founder of San Diego Office Design, and she is a wonderful, wonderful person. She has
Hmm.
a huge following. She has a lot of presence in San Diego, and she's done some really fantastic big projects and a lot of smaller projects in the San Diego area and abroad. So she's coming in
Wow.
the afternoon, absolutely.
Hmm.
And
Neat.
then
And then there's Randy Powell.
and then there's me, the host, and I will actually be there hands-on walking people through whatever it is we're going to create, do, help them do. and get them unstuck. So I'll be the person rolling up my sleeves that day,
Mm-hmm.
working side by side with the attendees. And then on day two, which is February 17th, we've
Yep.
got Craig Duswalt coming in, and he's the founder of Craig Duswalt International. And he actually he had done some work and traveled with Air Supply,
Oh wow.
and he actually spent 9 years on the road traveling with Guns N' Roses, and he was Axl Rose's right hand person. So he's got a lot of that rock and roll and entrepreneurship experience from some of the greatest bands out there, and so forth.
That
And
sounds like fun.
yeah, and his wife is even coming in,
Oh,
and
fun.
she owns Peak. Yeah, she owns Peak Models and Talent in Los
Wow.
Angeles. They
Mm-hmm.
reside now. Both of them reside now and move their family from Los Angeles
Mm-hmm.
to Dallas, Texas, or North
Hmm.
Dallas. But she's coming in, and we get to talk with her about obstacles and entrepreneurship, and her
Yep.
story is awesome. And then
Mm-hmm.
on March 24th, we have one fabulous gentleman, Ken Walls, and he
Uh-huh.
has he has a business called Breakthrough Walls, or a TV show,
Oh,
Breakthrough Walls. And I think his wife named the show for him.
that's clever.
But he's interviewed hundreds and hundreds of celebrities and movers and shakers around the
Wow.
world. He's a technology expert, a marketing and social media person.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to come in and share his wisdom about technology. So by the time the masterclass is over, they will certainly be unstuck.
Oh, yes. I mean, why not?
Absolutely.
That's hard to remain stuck after all these powerhouse people come in, right?
And that's
Including
the idea.
yourself.
Yeah, that's the idea. Well, thank you. The idea is to
Yeah,
help people become more, do more, get more out of life, and achieve the success that they feel as though they want for themselves and
that's
their
pretty
families.
amazing. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
and their
good.
families.
That's good. You can trust them to do a great job.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. So we know you'll
Yeah.
be very busy.
Oh yeah. The week before is always a little busy,
Yes.
and we'll be putting together, the documents, and
Mm-hmm.
finalizing everything, and the venue and all that good stuff.
Yep,
It takes a lot to put on even a small show.
I know. So if people want your attention, they should go to your website, right?
Absolutely. Or they can
Personalize it.
email me. They can email me, but yeah, Randy
I
Powell
know.
Speaks, randypowellspeaks.com, or
Mm-hmm.
Randy at Randy Powell Speaks.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny because somebody said to me the other day, well, you said we could just call you, and you can just pick up the phone and call me. I love to chat with you for a few minutes.
I think you said that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Mm-hmm. Well, email might be better. At odd hours, and especially since you're
Oh
planning
yeah,
your upcoming event.
exactly.
Yeah. So
But there's a
randypowellspeaks.com. Cool.
mhm.
Yay. Um, I was going to show the audience what you offer as a coach.
Okay.
So just like you want to run through quickly what you will do for your clients or when they contact you?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, one of the things and it depends on what someone is looking for, what their challenges are they're trying to overcome, or what it is they want to accomplish. But I specialize in life vision and purpose coaching, and professional and personal development coaching. And also, I've been coaching emerging speakers for the past 8.5 years. And also corporate staff development, which I haven't done a lot of that recently uh,
Mm-hmm.
with COVID and
Yep.
things of that nature. The ball has turned. There's shift in dynamics, but I think that'll turn around, and we'll probably be doing a little bit more of that. But corporate coaching, in terms of executive coaching for small business and medium-sized companies, I do
Mm-hmm.
that. I stay away from the Fortune 500s nowadays. Those days are over, and they typically are they that would take up a lot of time. And
I'm
then
sure.
once in a while, there's peer group coaching in a small and a medium sized
Mm-hmm.
organization. So yeah, those are the areas that I specialize in.
Nice. Those are all great areas. Like very. I I understand why you might not want to do the corporate. But
Yeah, yeah, the corporate thing is a little different monster, so to speak.
yes. You're ready for a different kind of audience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, it's fun to work with smaller companies. It really truly
Hmm.
is.
Yep.
You get to really understand the challenges, and you get to spend a little more time. Things are sometimes a little slower. People have a
Hmm.
little bit more time. And not to say that that can't be possible in the larger organizations, but
Right.
it, it just seems like that's the case.
I think we lost your video there.
Hopefully that video will come back.
I know we have a storm, so Randy,
Yes.
come back.
Let's see if I can, let's see where we're at
We want
here.
to see your beautiful face.
I want to see, is it me or let's see.
So we were saying that Randy is very skilled at what he does. He's also a retired Air Force veteran and a distinguished Toastmaster. So as you can tell, he is very good at public speaking, and he is a keynote speaker and an author and a coach. And we just lost a visual of Randy, but I know he's still in our
Yes,
studio.
yes, I'm here. I'm looking to see if I can find out why the video went out.
It's so funny. We had this happen the other day. Anything can happen when we go live, so don't
Absolutely.
worry. If I start singing, then that's when we have to worry, you know.
Well, you know, karaoke, there's nothing wrong with a good karaoke.
Oh no, I'm not. um, no, I've been known to clear out a karaoke store, so not in a good way.
That's really hard to believe.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm going to stop the mic and come right back on and see if
Yeah, no
that'll.
worries. All right. So it's still Talk to Susan. And on the Talk to Susan show, today we are meeting Randy Powell. He is um, a distinguished keynote speaker, and he's done a lot of work to help business owners create a better version of themselves. And the upcoming event that he has is to get yourself unstuck. So if you're stuck somewhere with your business planning or something that you just haven't figured out, you might want to consider joining him at this masterclass event, as this masterclass event.
So I think I may be.
Hi, Randy.
I had to switch
You're
cameras. So
back.
yeah, I'm back. But
Hi.
the master class, I think, is, I'm really excited about it. People are getting excited
Yeah,
about it,
me
and
too.
you know, it's one of those things where you don't have to take a plane, you don't have to take a train. It's
Yep.
located. We're going to hold it in Marietta, California,
Yep.
and I live in Temecula, so it's not a far drive for me. And gosh,
Yes.
if you're within 40 miles, you know, you can grab somebody, bring a guest. If you're already paid, you have the opportunity to bring a guest. So what a
Hmm.
great New Year's gift it is if you want to help somebody kickstart their year and
Yep.
bring them along with you.
It's still early,
It's still
in
early.
the year.
Yeah, still early in the year.
Yep. And you're not committed for like the whole weekend, right? It's
No,
just
no,
once, like
it's
3 months, right?
it's one day
Or 3 months.
out of the week
Mm-hmm.
for
Yep.
3 months, January, February, and March. And then if
Mm-hmm.
things go really well and people get their homework done, we're going to
Oh,
probably help them launch their thing, whatever they create,
thing.
launch their project. I don't want to say book or
Venture.
yeah, whatever it is they're going to create and
Uh-huh.
or design. We're going to hold a boot camp, and in that boot
Ooh,
camp, during part of the boot camp will be dedicated to helping people launch whatever it is they're going to launch. So that's going to be
that's
fun too.
exciting. That's
And then
exciting.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and after that, we're off to my wife and I are off to Europe.
Really?
Yeah,
Which part?
we're
And for how
actually
long?
we're actually going to spend some time in Portugal
Ooh, fun.
and Ibiza, Spain,
Nice.
and London, and then back home.
Wow.
Yeah,
What made you decide to go to that area of the world?
my wife is competing,
Ah,
and she qualified for Team USA this
okay.
past year, and so we're going over there now that
Hmm.
COVID is behind us a little bit, and she gets to compete at that championship
What is
worlds.
she doing?
It's called Worlds. She's doing she's biking and swimming. She normally does
Wow.
triathlon,
Uh-huh.
but she was injured, so she can't run. So she's doing
Hmm.
just the biking and the swimming.
That's still a lot, you know.
Yeah, yeah. over 2 miles of swimming, and
Wow.
so yeah. But it'll be fun. It'll be a great trip, and it's the first time she's been to Europe. So we're doing all this stuff now, so we can
Yeah.
go play for a week.
Right? Only a week?
Yeah.
Darn. Sounds like you would be gone for a while, but that
Well, we
sounds fun
will.
though.
It'll probably
Mhm.
be a little bit longer than a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
It'll
little
go by
longer.
fast.
Yeah, it'll go by fast.
Yep.
But so that's why I'm trying to help people get ready for to kick off the year, because by the time I get back, before
Mm-hmm.
May will be here already. Think about it.
Yep. I know.
And January, February, March, the first quarter of the year is gone, and we got to check in with each other. Did we get everything done from last year? Did we
Mm-hmm.
pull it? Did we pull it into 2023? Do we have
Mm-hmm.
our goals set? Are we sure, or do we believe we can accomplish it? And if so, let's go out there and do it. And then, what resources do you need? What help do you need? Who do you need to know that I know that can
Mm-hmm.
help you? So we got a
Right.
lot of questions to ask each other in order to help people move to their next level.
Yep. So when they are there, they should focus on whatever material is being presented, right? They should be checking their text messages or
Oh,
Facebook or
absolutely.
whatever.
They'll have plenty of time for breaks,
Uh-huh.
and they'll have a long lunch
Oh.
time. They can make all the calls and all that, but they're going to be so busy and engaged that,
Mm-hmm.
especially with my special guests, I mean, they're going to be able to ask questions, and they're going to have a lot of note taking. Uh, I even allow people to record. I have no
Oh
problem with them
wow.
recording, and the session will be recorded. Pieces of it will be recorded,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got some questions. Some people are asking, can you bring it out virtually? And I thought
Oh.
about it, and I'll make that decision later this week whether or not we're going to bring
Mm-hmm.
in some sections of it virtually.
Yeah.
We may do a virtual with one of the guest speakers or two of the guest speakers, maybe the first part of the day that we'll do it virtually,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the work is there in studio, hands on.
Right. Makes
But
sense, you know.
yeah, so we'll see how
Right.
that goes. It'll be interesting.
Well, it might not be the same experience if they do it virtually, right?
No, it
They have
won't be.
to
It
work.
won't be. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it won't be the same experience. But some people are further out from the area, and they've been
Yep.
asking about it. And I thought, this was specifically targeting hands-on in the experience.
Yep.
However, you always get those questions, especially now, post-COVID, so to speak. Is it
Yeah.
virtual? Is it hybrid? Is it this? Is it that? So I'm thinking about it. We're talking about it, and so that decision will be made very shortly. But for the
Yep.
most
And
part,
that's,
to get the true experience, it's hands on in the workshop, so to speak.
yep. Makes sense. You know.
Plus, you get to have the goodies, the snacks, the refreshments, and you get to mingle and network and work with each other and ask each other questions. So there's a lot of interaction and a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing, which I can't give away the secrets.
I know. Like
That
what kind of
will,
snacks?
oh, that too, yeah. Whoa,
Got
what?
me a snacks. Ooh, yummy.
Yeah. So make sure that you don't overdo it, right?
Yeah. What overdo the snacks?
Yeah. There'll be a little bit of sugar. I know that for sure.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a really full lineup of people that you have.
It is.
Really.
It's going to be
That's,
awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fast paced.
mhm. Yep.
We're going to be moving and grooving, and I think that allows people to get into it,
Mm-hmm.
not be bored, and
Mm.
then shift to the next thing and get going, and then shift to the next thing. And then we put some breaks in there strategically for them to catch their breath and relax
Right.
and
And
get
that's
out.
really important.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And get outside and, get some fresh air and come back. They've got a long lunch, and I've got a special surprise for somebody,
Oh, fun.
depending on how things go. So it's gonna be. We've got a lot planned.
That sounds like mysterious. Special surprise.
Yeah, special surprise.
So people need to go sign up if they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, if they haven't done it, we still got room, and
It's only a few days
for
from now,
yeah, and
right?
I mean, if somebody's struggling with their schedule, even at a last minute, they
Mm.
can come in, get as much as they can if they live locally, and then
Yep.
come back. It's all up to them. Or they can
Right.
catch the second and third session in
Mm-hmm.
February and March. It's all up to them. And when they click on the site, there's
Mm-hmm.
options for them in terms of registering. They can register for 1 day, all 3 days, 2 days. I mean, we made it very easy for them to pick and choose the whole salad or pick the salad.
What if they don't like salad?
Well, then
Oh well,
pie,
too bad.
you know, pick out the cherries out of your pie, whatever.
Salad sounds too healthy, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah,
absolutely.
it would be fun. It'll be really fun
Yeah,
to
it'll be great. It'll be
to
great.
be surrounded by people, like-minded people, and people with
Yeah,
aspirations to do better this
sure.
year.
And
Right?
we get comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and then we realize when we're with other people, that starts to challenge us, right? That starts
Oh yes.
to get the juices flowing and the creativity. Somebody says something and you go,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I hadn't thought of that." And then your creativity starts coming out, and
Exactly.
then we can brainstorm with each other and really pick apart what somebody's doing and with love and give them attention, and hopefully that'll get them some clarity, you know, about what they're doing
With love.
with love, with love. Everything's done with love.
I,
And
you know,
love and appreciation, actually.
of course.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've heard that on a movie set with love. It was like, oh, you can resolve a lot of issues with love.
Absolutely. That's right.
That's neat. That is so
Yeah.
neat. It'll be a lot of fun, you know. I love events. I really do. Any opportunity I have, I will be out there at any event.
Well,
So,
that's part of growing your business, growing your thing, whatever that is. You have to get
mhm.
out. I told a client the other day, they're not going to come knocking on your door looking for you. You have to put yourself out there.
Right.
Whatever that means for you, but you have to really figure that out, and
Hmm.
you have to show up. You have to show up.
Absolutely.
You have to
Yeah,
find out where you need to be, and then you need to show up.
I know. And the right people.
The right people, good people, people who are willing to add value, not just take, but to add value to you. That's extremely
Exactly.
important. Yeah,
Oh, I know.
yeah.
It helps with the synergy of everything, right?
Absolutely. Yep, sure does.
Uh, show the show the audience your website again. So
Oh,
check out Randy's website.
okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Get personalized attention from Randy.
One on one.
What? Oh,
One on one.
round one. Ding ding ding. That's nice. Yeah. So, do you feel ready for Friday, or are
Oh,
you still preparing?
I live this stuff. I live it. I
Mm-hmm.
dream about it. I get, how you're falling asleep and you wake up with an idea because you got something coming up. You write it down or you
Yep.
put it in your phone. You go back to bed, and a lot of those thoughts that come to you, if
Uh
you
huh.
if you don't take advantage and write it down and record it, then you lose it.
I know.
And so
That
I've done some
happens.
of that. Oh, absolutely. So I've done some of that. So I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
fun, and I'm excited. And the hotel, as far as the venue, I can't say enough about them. They're awesome people. They're
Mm-hmm.
very accommodating, easy to find off the 215 freeway in
Mm-hmm.
Marietta.
Okay.
Plenty of parking space. I mean, it's just a great venue. So
That's good.
yeah,
I like Marietta.
Marietta's a
Yes.
cool town. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really nice. Quiet, most of the time.
sure. Most of the time, every city has its noisy days.
Yes. It's very family oriented. Um,
Yes.
so I
Hmm.
really like Marietta.
Yeah.
Very cool. Um, so what should people do before they get there? Or how should they prepare themselves?
Well, that's a good. I'm glad you asked that question because we're going to put out some information tomorrow to the attendees that says, "Hey, here's what you need to be thinking about, and
Mm-hmm.
here's what you need to bring. Obviously, you need to bring a great attitude, right?
Bring themselves.
And you need to be
Yes,
open minded. You need to
of
be open
course.
minded
Yep.
and come happy. Always, I want people to come happy and ready, and be
Mhm.
excited. But in terms of tools, it would be great, and we really want them to bring their laptop,
Mm.
whatever device they use to create. Um, it would be better than having just a phone. They could
Yep.
do it on their phone if they're experts, but it's a lot easier to have an iPad or
Mm-hmm.
your laptop, so that as you're going through some of the exercises and things that we're going to be literally walking you through,
Yep.
we can see it, you can see it, and we can guide you hands on. And we're going to be bringing up resources, and it's really
Mm-hmm.
easy to bring it up on your laptop. It's a little more difficult when you're looking
I
at a
know. On the
small
phone.
device. Yeah, small device. It can be done, but it'll be a little easier, or a lot easier actually. So paper, pen. I'll have extra paper and pen, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Always, you always want to have a writing instrument. You always want to have paper. And this time, we're really wanting people to bring their laptop or their other devices, so it makes life easy, and
Yes,
less stressful for them,
I'm sure. Yeah.
while we're going through this. But other than that, just come happy, be ready, smile on your face,
Mm-hmm.
and be ready to meet people and open up, and chat with people, talk with people,
Right.
ask people about themselves, and that engagement
Mm-hmm.
goes a long ways to you having a great time as well.
Right. Well, I guess they might not be happy because they're stuck.
Well, they should be happy
Right.
because they're getting unstuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Looking forward to getting unstuck. So that would make me happy. I hope
Of
it makes
course.
them happy. I
Yeah.
hope,
Well,
yeah.
see some hope, right? By being
See,
there.
light at the end of the tunnel.
Register.
There's
Hmm.
always light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to get closer and closer to it to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like a magic pill. Go there, and then all of a sudden you're unstuck. They still have
Oh
to do the
no,
work.
you got to do the work. You've got to do the work. In fact, the last thing I wrote on the agenda
Hmm.
in their workbook, the last word was next month's homework.
Oh, oh my gosh.
So they probably won't like to see homework, but that really is what
Oh
it
wow.
is. I mean, you could say yard work, you could say park work, you could say, I don't want them in the car working, not if they're driving, but
Right.
it is homework. You have to do the work behind the scenes.
Hmm.
There's not one high level or successful person that doesn't have to do homework.
Yes. I mean, that's business.
It's
It's
business.
when you have your own business, you have to do whatever it takes. It could be homework, day work, night work.
It could be night work too. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
But
Hmm.
it takes the energy, it takes the will, it takes the confidence, the belief,
Yep.
and we're gonna be talking about all that. So we're gonna set the stage
Mhm.
for success, for them to have personal achievement and success, and then
That's
we're gonna
good.
walk them through the process of getting stuff done,
Yep.
stuff that they were procrastinating over, stuff that scared them, stuff they thought they could not do, you know, maybe things that they thought, well, somebody else can do that, but I can't. It's
Hmm.
not for
Yeah.
me. And believe it or not, some people don't believe they deserve it. They want
Hmm.
it, they think about it, but they
Yep.
don't think they deserve it.
Exactly.
And it's just not true. You know,
Like
just not.
self sabotage, right?
Oh yeah, we do that to ourselves. We do
We
that.
do. It's
Hmm.
terrible.
Yeah,
Yep.
and some of it was pre-programmed in us. We
Mhm.
grew up and we had some things happen to us, and when we were young, much younger,
Yep.
and we carry that stuff into adulthood. We don't even realize we carry it into adulthood, and then every once in a while, it pops its ugly head up,
Oh
and
no.
yeah, it slows us down.
Yep.
Puts us in a place where we can't
Mhm.
get out of it, and there's always hope, like you said.
Yeah. And when you're stuck, you really need someone to help you get out.
You do,
It
you know.
because you could try to climb out and crawl out. It's just you need someone who's been there to help you
Sure,
out.
absolutely.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the other thing too is nothing great. I know people say, well, there are self-made millionaires, etc. I don't believe that. I don't believe anybody was self-made. There was somebody somewhere along the line that did something to help that person get to
Hmm.
their next level.
Yeah.
You know,
I think what they meant by self-made is they didn't rely on like money from someone else to
right?
create that
That's
wealth.
part of it. Yeah, that's part of it.
But but I think someone had to give you that opportunity, right?
Somewhere something had to happen to. It's like rubbing two sticks together to get a fire started, right? Something had to happen before the fire.
Yeah, a little spark.
Yeah, there had to be something. But
Something.
we'll have
Yep,
fun talking about that stuff.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
Will anybody be singing?
You know,
No,
I'm
that
gonna
was
have
asking.
I'm gonna have to make sure I don't sing this week, so I save my voice.
Uh-oh. Bring out the big guns.
Yeah, I love going to karaoke. It's
Yeah.
fun, and
Hmm.
but I won't be going this week before the event.
Yeah. I like doing that too, but I think I stopped. For reasons unknown at this time.
Yeah. Well, I love music. You'll get back
Hmm.
to it. In one of the
Yeah.
bathrooms, it there's a poster up, a plaque, and it says,
Uh-huh.
"This is the place for singing,"
Oh, good.
or the
The
bathroom is a place
acoustics.
for singing, and something like that.
The acoustics are perfect in there.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you always sound good in the shower, right?
Exactly. Yeah, with all the water and everything.
But
And
yeah,
you hear a knock. What's going on in there?
yeah, steam and all.
I know. Well, I'm really excited for your event that's coming up.
Well, thank you.
Um, I mean, not many exciting things happen in Murrieta, so you know.
Well, I told the hotel we have a deal. I told them if and when I
Mhm.
do live events, we'll keep coming back to their venue.
That's
So
good.
we've got a great relationship started, and
That's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and as it grows,
Hmm.
we'll probably visit Los Angeles and probably to Dallas. I have a lot of people
Hmm.
in Dallas, and probably over to Florida, maybe Tampa, Florida, or something. But
That
we'll
sounds fun.
yeah, but we'll do the local events right there at that same hotel, so it'll be
Hmm.
fun. Yeah,
Very cool.
and easy for people to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta make it
Campus is
easy
a big
for
building.
people. Yeah, you have to make it easy for people. So
Oh, I know.
we're trying to make it easy for people.
I know, especially people who are stuck.
You like that title? How to
Well,
get how to get
I've been there.
unstuck?
I've
Yeah,
been there, so I
yeah.
know.
Okay.
Everything that we could use as an excuse could be an excuse to keep us
So
stuck.
so here's what I should have done. I should have had you also on the docket
Oh,
to be a guest speaker. So
thank you.
we'll have to do that sometime in the future.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
absolutely.
I would love
Absolutely.
that.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
I've just this year is a little bit full, but I would love to be on your show,
that'd be
be on
awesome.
your panel, even if it's Tampa, Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Count
Yeah.
me in. I love
Oh,
events. Yes.
yeah, I do too. I love I love interacting with people, having a great time. I love
Hmm.
the evening portion of it. Groups go out to dinner, and you get to
Oh,
learn a lot about people. You see people, but you're not necessarily interacting with them in a way during the day where you really learn about them and
exactly.
find out what makes them tick, and how they got started, and what challenges have you had, and what resources do you know about that I don't know about, and how can
Hmm.
I help you, and how can I serve you, and it turns into some craziness. I'll tell you,
I know.
it really does. It leads to great things.
Sure does. I mean,
Awesome. Yeah,
when you're on the right path with the right people, it creates some kind of magic.
it does. And there's no really, you can't really put your finger on what it is. My mom used to say that a lot. She
Hmm.
would say, I got a feeling, but I can't put my finger on
Not yet.
it.
When
But
you find it one day.
yeah, there's something
Well,
about
Randy,
that. Yeah, there's something
yeah,
about that young man or young woman. Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know you've been awesome today. Thank you so much. I really enjoy you being on our shows.
Well, I
Um,
appreciate it.
and this is hopefully people will find this show in time to register for the first one,
Yeah,
which is this
absolutely.
Friday, and then next month, and then month after to complete the
Absolutely.
masterclass series.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be
That would be
cool. I
awesome.
mean, I think people will be missing out if they don't sign up. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
it's going to be fun. It's going to be a learning experience, and
mhm.
I'm
Yep.
just excited to be able to help people and really just get that thing, whatever it is for them, out into the world where it belongs.
Yeah.
Out of here and out into the world.
I know. I could just only envision someone who's miserable right now, like working, dreading Monday, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh, tomorrow's
it's
Monday.
yeah.
I'm trying to make an impression, like, what not impression? What do you call it? I'm trying to copy. So you
Yeah.
could probably do a better job than I can. Like, oh, I'm dreading Monday.
I used,
Right?
yeah, I think about people who have to drive long distances, to work
Hmm.
every single day. And we're so blessed that we get to, I'd go to LA once in a while to visit
Hmm.
with a couple clients, but I'm not on
Right.
the road every day. And that's stress enough, racing to work, racing home, you've
Yes.
got family.
Yep.
And, you know, we're blessed to not have to be in that environment.
Hmm.
So now
Oh, I know.
we've paid our dues,
Certainly have.
over the years of having to do that for sure. But I want to see
Yep.
more people be on their own and not having to do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, having a job is not a bad thing. It's just
No,
that
not at all.
people they just feel like they're in a bad job or whatever,
Yeah,
or their
some
position
people.
in life, might
Yeah,
not be where they want to be at that moment,
yeah.
and then they just don't have the guidance. So, what do people say? If you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same result, right?
Got to start doing something different. You
So
got to
you do something
change.
different. Monday's a
Yeah,
holiday. You get to stay home, and I guess some people can watch TV, or people can just start doing something else, right?
do something else. Get ready for January 20th and come to the
Yeah,
master
sign up.
class, and we're going to help you create the courage to get unstuck and envision your success for the future.
Exactly. Yeah. And unstuck, I mean, I don't know if people realize when they're really stuck, they don't see it until they feel it,
And
the
it, and it
misery.
and, yeah, and it can hurt, and people won't change until it hurts,
Hmm.
unfortunately, or
I
it really
know.
grabs their attention. It's something where sometimes I call it the wake up call. We get enough wake up
Uh-huh.
calls. It's kind of like in a boxing match. You get slapped around the face enough times, you shake your head and you go, wait a minute, why am I doing this, right? Is it worth it? you know, to get the same
I
result,
know.
but it's not the result I want. It's not the outcome. It's not the dream that
Hmm.
I had. It's not what I really truly was hoping
Exactly.
for. And
And sometimes you won't find it if you keep staying in the same situation,
oh, you
you
can't.
know?
You have to move. You have to move forward. You have to move
Hmm.
sideways. Sometimes you have to take a step back.
Yep. You
You
sure
know,
do.
you have to look
Yeah.
behind you and see where you came from and learn some of the lessons.
Hmm.
Then you have to dig down really deep inside and figure out, what is it that I really want,
Yeah.
and believe that it can happen. And that takes a lot of work.
Takes courage too, to
Absolutely.
explore. Yeah.
It does.
I mean, it's a matter of like, will I invest in myself today, next year, next week, or never, right?
Or never. That's right.
Because some people
And
don't think about never. They just think next time, next time.
well, one of the things I did this once, I probably won't do it again, but
Uh-huh.
I sat down I want to say about 3 weeks ago, and I said, okay, Randy Powell, let's look at the big picture. You've got some things you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
How many hours do you actually have left? And I looked at the life expectancy,
Mm. Oh my
and,
goodness.
and then I looked at
You're
my
going down a
at,
dark path.
I looked at my genetics,
Uh-huh.
and I came up with this formula for me.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, everything goes perfect, which it doesn't. You got
Mm-hmm.
220,000 hours left. That's not a
Okay.
lot of time.
How many days? How many years is that?
That's the point.
Uh-huh.
That's the point. People don't. People don't think
Oh, I
about it
know.
that way. But if you take that step inward and look outward and realize, it's
Hmm.
one thing to say, we're only here for a certain amount of time,
Right.
but it's another thing when you actually put the number to the paper.
That's true.
Depends on how you're looking at things, right?
Yep.
So you can say, oh, someday I'll do this, or one day I'm going to do this, but someday and one day it's probably not going to ever show up.
There's no specific date or time.
No. So
Yeah,
you
you have to put a date to it.
so you got no commitment, right? I used to call them drop dead dates.
Yes, we
It's
do that
something
a lot.
you want to do something, you want to get it done.
Yep.
When are you going to do it by?
It doesn't mean do it or drop dead. It just means
Get it done that
absolutely.
you got. Yeah,
I'm
I got
gonna,
to get it done that day
we're
because
gonna come get you.
that's
Just
what I
kidding.
promised. I promised myself I'd get it done by Friday, and
Uh-huh.
then hopefully you work towards making that happen. But if it's not
Yep.
in your face like that, if you don't
Oh,
make
I
a
know.
commitment to yourself, it just goes on and on. The target just moves. The target date just
Yes,
moves.
exactly. I
Yeah.
was telling my clients to write themselves $1 million check,
Mm-hmm.
put a date on it
Mm-hmm.
as the date that person will cash the check. You know,
So
I don't know if that's like a good incentive.
well, what was what?
A
So
million dollars?
So true story, true story.
Uh-huh.
What was the gentleman who the actor played in Dumb and Dumber? That comedy. I
Jim
can't think.
Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
Uh-huh.
He actually did that. Real real life. He wrote himself.
Mhm,
I forget how much he wrote himself a check,
mhm.
and he had put it away,
Yeah.
and he ended up. Dumb and Dumber was when he broke that, I think, $1 million mark, and he was
Nice.
able to cash that check. Yeah,
Mhm.
but
I
Dumb
think
and
Tom
Dumber,
Hanks did too. I think Tom Hanks did something similar.
is that right?
Yeah.
So I guess we got to start writing checks instead of
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
pulling out the ATM card, right?
Hey, it's
So
more official when it's on paper. It's like, here's my
that's
bank
right.
account.
Now you got me
Make
thinking.
sure.
Maybe I should put 3 checks up there. Start here, then go here. They
So on
say,
Friday, you
yeah,
giving
they
out
say
checks?
things happen. They say things happen in threes, right?
Sure, why not?
The
Hey, one
power
for
of
you,
three.
one for your wife, and one for who? Who
The
else?
kids, the adult children we have.
Yeah, I mean, kids need help too, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So maybe I'll do that. Write myself a
yeah,
check.
yeah. Give us some checks on Friday. No, ask everybody to bring a checkbook.
I'll bring what's that check cereal? I'll bring the cereal.
Oh yeah, I had those blank checks.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I was because I was demonstrating like writing yourself a check. Through my
Hmm.
program. It's like, yeah, this is what you do. But I was just showing people what the parts of the checks are. You know.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, and they have the candy bar, the $100,000 candy
Oh
bar,
yeah, 100 grand.
100 grand or
What's that what it
whatever it
called?
is. Some
Oh,
I
you
never
might
liked
have the candy.
I never liked them myself. I'm a Reese's peanut butter cup man.
I like those too. Yeah, I like those little pieces, not the buttercup.
Yeah.
We have too many things, too many temptations.
Too many temptations.
That's why I say when you
Absolutely.
said salad, that's too healthy.
Yeah. A good Caesar salad's okay though. We're going down another road though, aren't we?
Uh-oh. Darn it. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But that was fun. I really enjoyed having you on our show.
Well, I
Talk to Susan.
appreciate it. I'm glad to have the opportunity to be here with you. And
Thank
I,
you.
I think
Yes.
I promised you a connection, and I'll have to make sure you get
Oh,
that.
yeah. Okay.
I'll send that to you tomorrow via email.
Okay.
All right.
Whenever.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
she's busy. I'm sure she's busy too, so don't
Well,
worry.
she is, but
Yeah, don't
we'll
worry.
make that connection. Okay.
Okay, awesome. Yes, thank you. And
Awesome.
you were on the Talk to Susan show where we talk about everything that's real life, what affects real people,
Yeah.
and real people making a difference, like Randy Powell. You know. So thank you all for tuning in. Any last words for our audience, Randy,
I
before we
would
go?
say live the dream, live your
Oh
dream,
yeah,
figure it out and go live it. Time
exactly.
to wasting.
Get unstuck.
Get unstuck.
Go see
Get
Randy.
unstuck. Yeah. We don't know how much time we have, so let's do it.
Yeah, how many days? Well, you counted those hours. How many days is that? Like how many
I
years?
didn't go there yet.
Oh,
I just
well,
want to know how
next
many
time.
hours. Yeah. I know it's well over 20 years at least.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, well over 20 years.
that's still not a lot of
No,
time.
no. Give
Yeah,
me 45.
or more. Having
Awesome.
too much fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later, Randy, and see
Okay.
everyone later.
Take
Continue
care.
making a difference.
Awesome. Bye bye.
Thank you. Susan Vanderberg signing off.